Welcome back to the second part of my Let's Play. We're gonna create our party now. I'm gonna go with a Knight, Cleric, Sorcerer setup. I don't normally use Knights since I prefer Paladins. But this time I'll make it a little harder on myself and I'll take a Knight with me. I'm making those two a Sorcerer. Right, this is my party. Now to distribute the skills and stat points. The Knight needs might. He doesn't need to be smart or have personality. He's just gonna whack at things. Endurance is always a good thing, so I'll bump those up for everyone. A bit of speed isn't bad either, especially for our Cleric. He's really slow. And those are probably not gonna bleed too much, so we'll deduct a few points. Same goes for personality for the Cleric. And intellect for the Sorcerers. And accuracy is just for melee attacks, and they won't be meleeing too much, so I'll deduct a few. The Knight gets a few bonus points to accuracy. And luck, as it improves pretty much everything in this game. I'm not going to change it, because it's not worth investing in. Just going to add a few more points to speed and endurance, I guess. And as the sorcerers are pretty weak overall, I'll add an extra point. Right, and take 2 from these, since there's a well in New Sorpigal which increases your luck. And I'll balance it out a bit. This should do. Now, my Knight is gonna be a damage dealer, so I'll use the best damage dealing weapon. That's the dagger. It's not the strongest weapon, it's just faster, way faster than the others. You can attack like 3 times with a dagger and 1 time with an axe. So you'll have way more damage. And I'm gonna use him as a miscellaneous skill dumper. So I'm gonna use Disarm Trap, because it's pretty useful. It won't take a lot of damage, and since I only have 1 healer in this game, it should come in handy. The sorcerers are just gonna cast magic, so air and water magic are my preferred ones. Earth is pretty crappy, so I'm not gonna take that. The cleric is gonna take mind and spirit. She's just a healer, and mind and spirit are more for healing skills. And the other sorcerer gets water and air too. And this is my party. This is New Sorpigal. But the first thing I'm gonna do is equip my characters. He gets the dagger, of course. You can mix the potions.
Excellent.
Leather armor. Knights start with it, though it's pretty useless for a knight, because he can equip blade later on, and it's just stronger. You get a ring at start. It can be a high quality ring with an additional mod, but you gotta be lucky. This is the leather. You gotta show it to the guy in the inn. She has a pretty decent ring, extra hit points. I'm probably gonna give it to one of my sorcerers, as they're low on health, so she can just equip it herself.
Okay.
Spellbooks.
Okay.
Just drag it over
Okay.
to their faces and they'll learn it. And the clubs, which we're gonna sell. She has a pretty decent ring too, with additional might and a pretty big value. And she's gonna wear the mace. And of course learn the
Yes.
spellbooks.
Okay. Okay.
And he has just a regular ring.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Right. I'm gonna use the might ring on the knight, of course, as the other characters are not gonna attack as much. Right. Don't think I'm gonna use the sword for now. 69. 99. It's a lot more damage, but still. Probably gonna use it this way. Knights get a 10 magic resistance bonus at the start. Don't ask me why. It's pretty useless. There's not really a lot of attackers that use magic damage. I think it's only the gold dragons. Over here is the inn. A lonely knight.
Hello, come on in.
And over Potbello is our letter recipient. And you can collect the quest from him as well. Now we have a few gold pieces to waste. Now, turn speed is really fast. It's already on smooth. That's probably... yeah, this is too fast. I'm gonna have to get used to that then. What I'm gonna do is collect the horseshoes and give you a few extra skill points. I'm gonna waste those on my sorcerers, of course, because they'll need a lot of skill points. Yeah, she's gonna have water magic and he's gonna have air magic. Those are probably the two best spell schools. Air magic can teach you to fly later on, and water magic can teach you to teleport all around the place later on. So they're pretty good. What we're gonna do now is get to the luck well, which will give you a few extra points of luck. And now everybody has 15 luck, or 16. And that's the maximum it will give if you use it.
Hello.
Jump by a few houses. This is a training school where you can level up later.
Hi.
Spirit magic. There's a fly scroll in this wall somewhere. No, there it is. I'm gonna sign up for the Elemental and Body Guild
How are you?
and Buckley's Lair and all
Thank
that
you.
stuff. So we can
How are you?
buy stuff and skills
Thank you.
later. Those are meditation and
How are you?
bodybuilding, I think. Guild of the Self, that's
Thank
magic
you.
spells. She has a quest as well.
How are you?
And he has
Thank
a
you.
quest as well. I'm gonna kill a big spider. Now we can check the stores for magic, or we can go to Castle Iron Fist and deliver our
Need a
letter
ride?
to the king for an additional 5,000 gold. I'm gonna do that.
Hitch up the horses.
Right, this is Castle Iron Fist. A few more horseshoes, which we're of course going to use on our sorcerers again. I won't be able to level up yet, because they need 3 skill points. But we'll get there eventually. This guy allows you to enter
How are you?
Zergish Fury Guild
Thank you.
and another quest.
Ready
And
to
here you
learn
can
something new?
Blade and bow skills. And you should get that for everyone.
That
Bow
will be
skill is just
useful. You'll need a
incredibly
little
useful.
more gold,
I'll
friend.
need a bit more gold, but since I'll talk to the king and receive 5,000 gold, I should be fine. And we'll walk up this path to the castle where the king lives, and then we'll see